Hi children, we can move to the second chapter of our portion. Its name is a quadratic polynomial. A quadratic polynomial, you know, it is a second degree polynomial. That means the highest power is 2. Then what is the general form of a quadratic polynomial? That is a very important question. 1 mark MCQ question suppose may be asked. What is the general form of a quadratic polynomial? And look, p of x equal to ax square plus bx plus c where a not equal to 0. That is a condition. The highest degree, that is the highest degree is 2. That coefficient, that is a not equal to 0. You know the coefficient. A is the coefficient of x square, b is the coefficient of x, and c is full a constant. And the students may commit mistake in constant part of the quadratic polynomial. And suppose the constant part contains negative 5k. So write the coefficient of c. The students will write negative 5. No, you have to take the constant part full. If there is a variable, if there is a constant, you have to take the full number. That is the coefficient of c. So this is the general form of a quadratic polynomial. P of x equal to ax square plus bx plus c where a not equal to 0. Then what is the general form of a quadratic equation? Quadratic equation means ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 where a not equal to 0. This is the general form of a quadratic equation. Then how many roots a quadratic equation has? That you know, you have drawn many graphs and you have stitched kerchiefs in the shape of quadratic equation. So it touches 2 points at x-axis, so it has 2 roots. But the question may ask how many roots a quadratic equation has. You have to write at most 2 roots. At most is very important because it has maximum 2 roots. That means minimum 1 or 0. How? So look the quadratic equation. X minus 2 whole square equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation. So this equal to x minus 2 into x minus 2 equal to 0. So you are getting x equal to 2, x equal to 2. So here both roots are same. That means it has only one root. That is why I told one root is possible, 0, no roots. So maximum 2 roots, that is at most. So where you will find the roots of the quadratic equation? On x-axis. Now what is the shape of the quadratic equation? And you have drawn, you got the shape. What is the shape of it? U-shaped. Yes, you are getting a U-shaped graph. This is known as parabola. Sometimes the graph is coming downward direction. Okay, and some got a U-shaped open upward, and some got U-shaped open downwards. How the graph like this? Any relation between the graph and the given equation? Yes. You look the coefficient of x square. Suppose the coefficient of x square is a positive number, and suppose I am taking a is equal to 3x square plus 6x plus 1. So here the coefficient of x square is 3, a positive number. Surely the parabola is upward direction. And suppose a, I am taking negative number. So the parabola is coming downward direction. So it depends on the coefficient of x square. That is about the graph of quadratic equation. Now its roots. Already we know it has 2 roots. How to name these 2 roots? So we are depending to Greek alphabets, alpha and beta. Okay, alpha and beta are the two roots of a quadratic equation. Imagine quadratic equation is the mother equation. It has twins, alpha and beta. Two roots are there. Now the question is, a quadratic equation has any role in our daily life? Yes, a role is there. And suppose you are throwing a ball from one person to another in straight direction, you are getting a linear equation because the distance traveled from one point to another by this ball. Instead of that, if you throw the ball the upward direction, it touches the roof, then coming downward. So what is the distance traveled by the ball? From the floor to roof, then roof to floor. So we are getting a quadratic equation, and this is just for an example how the quadratic equation is related to our daily life situation. Then I will show you another example, one interesting projects, so how it is related to this. And this is usually you are eating. Where you are eating? What is this? Banana. It is not a straight banana. And suppose if you keep this banana on a graph paper or on a quadrant, and the graph is a parabola. This is also one interesting interesting example related to quadratic equation. Is a banana. Banana's shapes you are getting a parabola. This is the importance of how it is related to our daily life situation. Then moving to two roots, alpha and beta, the two roots. So how to find the roots, or another word is zeros. Zeros of the quadratic equation. That is our same example, either identity or splitting the middle term. So we can take one example, one quadratic equation, we can find the roots and see the example. 2x square minus 8x plus 6 equal to 0. And solve this equation. Sum is -8, product is 12, positive 12. So you can take two numbers, that is -6 and -2, split the middle term. 2x square minus 6x minus 2x plus 6 equal to 0. That 2x common into x minus 3 minus 2 into x minus 3 equal to 0. So 2x minus 2 into x minus 3 equal to 0. So 2x minus 2 equal to 0, one equation. X minus 3 equal to 0. So x equal to 3. Here 2x equal to 2. X equal to 1. This is one quadratic equation. Quadratic equation. Two roots are x equal to 1 and x equal to 3. So we can mention the two roots are, one root alpha is equal to 3 and beta is equal to 1. So I am rubbing. So the roots writing the two roots, alpha equal to 3 and beta is equal to 1. Any relation between these roots, that is alpha and beta, and the coefficient of this quadratic equation. Before that, write the coefficient of each. What is A? A is equal to 2. What is B? B, coefficient with sign, -8. And what is C? C is equal to 6, positive 6. These are the three coefficients. Then I am taking the ratio of this. And the first ratio is negative of B by A. I am not taking B by A, I am taking negative of B by A, negative sign. What is negative of B by A? Already one negative is there. Again negative is coming, negative of negative, positive 8. 8 by 2, that is equal to 4. Next I am taking another relation with C and A. What is C by A? C by A. C by A is 6 by 2. That is equal to 3. So you got 4 and 3. Now look, two roots, alpha and beta. I am adding alpha plus beta. Alpha plus beta, that is 3 plus 1, 4. And see, alpha plus beta, you got 4. Here what is alpha plus beta? Negative b by a. So we can equate. So alpha plus beta is equal to negative b by a. So that is a relation. If you add the sum of two roots, that is related to the coefficient of b and a, not b and a, negative b by a. And similarly, multiply the product. Alpha beta, multiply 1 into 3 equal to 3. So you got 3 here. So alpha beta equal to c by a. And this is the relation between. And suppose the question will ask, find the two roots and what is the relation between these two roots and the coefficient of the equation. Once again I am telling the two roots after getting alpha plus beta equal to negative b by a. That is the formula. Alpha beta product, alpha beta equal to c by a. And this is a very important relation between the coefficient and the roots. Now look, and these are the, I will post it all this, but once again I am telling all the important points. General form of a quadratic polynomial, p of x equal to ax square plus bx plus c, a not equal to 0. It has at most two roots. A, b are the coefficient of x square and x respectively, and c is a constant. And the last relation between the roots and the coefficient of the roots. And see the formula, alpha plus beta is equal to negative b by a. The alpha beta equal to c by a. It's related, that is some other fraction, its coefficients and the roots, that is the children, they are related to each other. Alpha plus beta, once again negative b by a. Alpha beta c by a. And this is a very important relation. It has at most two roots. How to find the roots? By splitting the middle term. And don't forget the general form of the quadratic polynomial, p of x equal to ax square plus bx plus c. And what is the general form of the polynomial quadratic equation? Equate to 0. So alpha and beta are the two roots. Another word is alpha and beta are the two zeros. Now one more concept. After this I am stopping. And suppose equation is not given, you got only two roots. So here our root is 3 and 1. Suppose only two roots. You know the children. You have to find their mother. How to do it? So if you get the two roots 3 and 1, first find out 3 plus 1. What is that? 4. First find out alpha plus beta, 4. Then same way find out the product. What is product? 3 into 1, 3. Then write the equation. How to write the equation? This is the format of the equation. This is the format of the equation I am telling here. X square minus sum into x plus product. What is it? X square minus sum into x. So here sum of two roots, 3 plus 1, 4. So x square minus 4x plus product. Product equal to 3 into 1, 3. X square minus 4x plus 3. And what was our equation? Our equation I wrote 2x square minus 8x plus 6. And both are same. So you divide 2x square minus 8x plus 6, you divide throughout by 2. What you are getting? X square minus 4x plus 3 is equal to quadratic polynomial p of x. So this is the formula for forming a quadratic equation. How to form a quadratic equation? Its formula is x square minus sum into x plus product, and these two concepts. So with this I am stopping, and now and see, related to this I have given some questions. So that is first one exercise. This is exercise 2.2. Find the zeros of the following quadratic equation by splitting the middle term and write the relation. Now I told the relation. After getting the zeros, alpha plus beta minus b by a, alpha beta c by a. Don't forget, first write a b with sign. Again take its negative of b by a. That's the first set of questions. And second set, form a quadratic polynomial whose roots are 1 and 3. So 1 and 3 are two roots. Form a quadratic polynomial. So its form is x square minus sum into x plus product equal to p of x. Form a quadratic polynomial means equal to p of x. Similarly, form a quadratic polynomial, instead of roots I have given sum directly. Sum and the product. That is 1 by 4 is the sum and negative 1 is the product. So how to write? One example I will do. 1 by 4 sum and negative 1 product. So how to write that example? So here x square minus sum. Sum is 1 by 4. So 1 by 4 x plus product. Product is negative 1. So this is negative 1. So don't write that equal to p of x. And never write in the form of a fraction. So you have to carry over. That is a taking LCM. So this 4 will go to this side. So 4x square minus x and this 4 will go minus 4 equal to p of x. This 4x square minus x minus 4 whole divided by 4 is coming. So how to form a quadratic polynomial? You take a constant in the term. That constant you have taken as 4. So 4 and 4 will get cancelled, and usually that denominator will cancel. How? You are taking a quadratic polynomial means ax square is our form. So instead of a, we are taking a constant k of. So that k you take the same number as the denominator. So 4 you are getting the denominator, you take a k is equal to 4 itself. So 4 and 4 get cancelled. So directly you are getting the equation 4x square minus 4x square minus x, again this 4 minus 4 is equal to p of x. Or you can write the quadratic polynomial in the form of k of. That means k is a constant term, because instead of taking a coefficient we are taking a constant of this, because ax square, bx, c, a, b, c are coefficients are there. Together we are taking a constant k. That k you put the same number what you are getting in the denominator. I hope you understood up to this. It's general form, and these are the notes. I will post it. Until then, thank you.